The blast in Kansas City, we told you about a second ago, was so powerful that it shook windows and doors of homes and businesses blocks away.
And now investigators are looking into whether a gas leak may have triggered the explosion and the fire. ABC's Chuck Sievertson has the latest.
Dozens of firefighters and first responders battled a massive blaze in a shopping and entertainment district of Kansas City. The force of the blast leveled the restaurant, sending broken glass and building materials flying near the Country Club Plaza. Surrounding streets are littered with debris. A huge fireball engulfed the entire city block. Thick black smoke filled the air and could be seen for miles.
This was a happy hour at a restaurant. There were patrons in the restaurant. Investigation is ongoing, but it does seem like an accident. It doesn't appear to be foul play at this time.
Witnesses say the explosion was so loud and powerful it could be felt at least a half-mile away. Residents in the area were asked to evacuate.
I didn't see the initial explosion. I was turned away, and the ground just shook. Sounded like, it was just a giant explosion.
Several people who were injured were taken to area hospitals. Most of the injuries were lacerations from flying glass. Prior to the explosion, the fire department and gas company were at JJ's restaurant investigating complaints of a strong smell of gas. Patrons were asked to leave the building, which may have helped to keep the number of injuries down.
I'm just keeping my fingers crossed that this turns out to be what it looks like at first blush, which is a relatively low number compared to what it could have been.
Chuck Sievertson, ABC News, New York.
Now, there were original reports that there may have been a car that crashed into the building and hit the gas main, and that's what created it. But so far, police have not been able to establish that that is the case. So that's definitely going to be interesting to see what is causing this.
And they're going to search that scene throughout the night. And just as a precaution, they did bring in some cadaver dogs just in case there are any fatalities. At this point, it does not look like there will be, but certainly that's going to be a developing story throughout the day. But you can see that from the video there just how dramatic a fire really was.